What's the positive for Ding? The positive is he has a really good score against Gukesh. That's a positive. He's 2-0. Um, and Gukesh is one of the few people he's beaten in recent times. Like, he won a game this year against Gukesh
Hmm.
in Vikings.
Yeah.
I think he won 2 games in Vikings. And I may be forgetting things, but I'm not sure he won any other classical games this year because in Olympiad, I don't think he won any games.
I don't think he
In
did.
Sinfield Cup,
He
he
didn't.
didn't win any games. In Norway Chess, he didn't win any games. Grenke, he won games, but that wasn't classical. And Wiesenhaus, which was classical Fischer random, I also don't think he won any games. So Gukesh seems to be the one player that he's managed to beat. Uh, he also beat Max Warmerdam, but yeah, it's overall pretty negative except for that one thing. The other positive is, of course, Ding is a great player.
Yes.
So if somehow he fixes whatever issue is holding him back, and that's a big if, like that's not only an if of if he does it, but the if is it even possible at this point to do it? Because you can't just like reverse things with a snap, It's years and years of bad results. It's not like 2 months of bad form. He's literally had 4 years straight of bad form. In which at which point you say, is it actually form or is he just not the same player that he was? I mean, that's at least that's how I would see it. Like it's not form anymore. It's 4 years. That's just who you are now.
Yeah.
Um, but if he can find his uh the play that we know he is theoretically capable of, then yeah, he's probably not worse than Gukesh. Still, I don't know. I don't know if I would say he's a better player, even in that case. But uh, yeah. Well, there's one other bright point. Gukesh had a poor European Club Cup. I mean, he had a great Olympiad, but his European Club Cup was pretty dismal. Um, Olympiad was amazing.
Yeah.
One of highest performances of all time. You can't criticize a single game basically that Gukesh played.
Yeah.
But European Club Cup was not great. So there's that.
I'll add another
Uh,
positive for Ding, just because it does feel like we're always trying to find a negative spot. It's not the case. We're just trying to assess it objectively, and I would say another positive, or maybe a couple of positives that I'm seeing. One of them being the first couple of games and the experience that he has in comparison to Gukesh. We know how nerve wracking those first couple of games, especially the first game, can be. You've know it yourself. Magnus has talked at length about it. Also, pretty much when you make the first moves in your first World Championship match, the nerves are through the roof. And second one, and this was somewhat of a shocker to me, Gukesh's rapid and blitz performances have been pretty bad. I was trying to find him in the top 20 on 2700 chess, and he's nowhere to be found. I looked him up.
Top
He's
20.
around 2650.
Yeah, he's on the top 100. I memean,
Exactly, exactly. So
but
if
okay,
you
I think this is a bit also exaggerated. Like, obviously, Gukesh is top 100 rapid player in the world. I mean, we're not saying that,
right,
but yeah, the ratings are not great.
right, and
Um,
Ding on the other hand has had some pretty decent results in rapid. Obviously, he won the world championship in rapid, but even this year in Kazakhstan at the World Rapid Teams, he did quite well. I think he scored something like 8.5 out of 11 or out of 12, whatever it was. He won some
okay, but
games. He showed
also,
some pretty
yeah,
decent level.
but like it's not a serious event, no? I mean,
Sure.
the World Rapid Team Championships, some team event with nothing at stake, basically no prizes. Nobody really cares. Everyone's just there to collect a bit of money. Um, or maybe have some fun. I mean, it's not really a serious event. It's not a competitive event in the same way that let's say Norway Chess is a competitive event or the World Rapid and Blitz Championship. Either you have like a lot of money on the line or also individual versus team is just a big difference. But the larger issue is that, yeah, it's a plus. Ding and Rapid, uh, maybe it's not an underdog anymore against Gukesh, but I mean, let's discuss Rapid when they play 14 games first.
Right.
I don't see this. I don't know if I see this match going to Rapid.
Oh, I'm not saying it
I mean,
does.
it could.
I don't think it does.
It could.
I honestly I don't think it does. But if it does, I think Ding has actually might see him as a favorite if it goes to Rapid.
I would. I would not say favorite, but okay. I'd feel much more because the thing is, I think Ding's nerves are basically shot. That's my feeling. And in classical chess, you have to hold your nerves much longer. So in rapid chess, he can basically just play like, he's a classy player. He plays good moves. And the nerves are not as prominent. I would say like the start of the match jitters. I mean, yeah, Gukesh will be super nervous, no doubt. But please don't tell me that Ding is the paradigm of solid nerves. I mean, I don't know. If you look at Ding, do you see like steady and stable? Like that's not my
No,
impression.
of course not.
So
Of course not. Of
yeah,
course not.
I wouldn't say that that's a plus. I mean, Gukesh seems like a pretty stable, like somehow he finds his inner calm in stressful moments. So but yeah, World Championship is different. It's even different than candidates because it's just one on one, and it's like kind of the final step. So I don't know. They're both going to be nervous. I mean, we saw Jan. All his mistakes at the end of the match were just nerves against Ding. Everything was nerves. I mean, the what was it? 12th game was pure nerves. The 14th game was pure nerves. Even the eighth game. But yeah, overall, people do lose their nerves. It's like everyone is critical from the sidelines, and in some cases, it's normal to be critical. On the other hand, if you've never experienced that sort of pressure, then I mean, and when we're talking about the people on the internet, yeah, 99% of them probably can't even move chess pieces. So yeah, maybe they shouldn't be so critical.